All right, let's get right into it. We've all been there, right? You're in the zone, in the middle of something important, nowhere near a power outlet, and that dreaded low battery warning pops up. It is so frustrating. But what if you could actually take back control? Well, today, that's exactly what we're going to do. I mean, seriously, does it feel like your laptop is basically just an accessory for its charger? You bought a portable computer for a reason, not a desktop with a really tiny screen. If you're constantly getting that battery anxiety, yeah, you're in the right place. So here's the benchmark. Under normal, everyday use, a healthy Windows laptop should be giving you a solid 3 to 6 hours on a single charge. If you're getting way less than that, that's a huge sign that we need to make some changes. And here's the game plan. We're going to walk through 5 essential tips. We'll start with the super simple stuff, the easy habits, and then we're going to build our way up to a pro-level hack that is the single most effective trick I've seen for extending your battery life. So let's get started. Welcome to Level 1, the quick wins. Think of these as the no-brainers. These are 2 incredibly simple habits that have a surprisingly big impact, and you can start doing them like right now. First step, unplug stuff. I know, it seems obvious, but every single thing you plug into your laptop's USB port, your mouse, an external keyboard, you name it, is constantly sipping power from your battery. And if you have any of those fancy RGB accessories with all the cool lights, oh yeah, they're even thirstier. So the rule is simple. If you're not using it, unplug it. All right, tip number 2, let your laptop breathe. Come on, we're all guilty of this. Using our laptops on our laps or on a soft blanket on the couch. But you know what? That is one of the worst things you can do for its battery. And here's why. Let's just look at the direct comparison. When it's on your lap, you're blocking the air vents. That makes it heat up really fast, which causes stuttering and lag. To deal with the heat, the fans spin up, the processor works harder, and it just drains the battery. But if you put it on a hard, flat surface like a desk, the vents are clear. It stays cool, performance stays smooth, and your battery lasts so much longer. It's a simple habit that makes a huge difference. Okay, on to level 2, the smart tweaks. We've handled the physical stuff, the quick wins. Now let's dive into the software and see how we can optimize Windows itself for way better efficiency. Now, this is a big one. Even when you're not actively using an app, it could be running in the background, just secretly eating up your battery life. You gotta think of them as silent power vampires, just sitting there draining the life out of your machine. And getting rid of them is so easy. Just open up your task manager, head over to the Processes tab, and just scroll through the list. See something you know you're not using? Just right-click on it and hit End Task. Boom! It's that simple to stop the drain and reclaim that power. Our next tweak is even easier because while Windows has a built-in tool designed specifically to solve this problem, it's called Energy Saver Mode, and if you're not using it when you're on battery, you absolutely should be. So what's it actually doing? Well, it automatically takes care of a bunch of stuff. It limits those background processes we just talked about, it stops apps from constantly syncing and checking for updates, it pauses non-critical Windows updates, and it even lowers your screen brightness. Best part? You can set it to kick in automatically when your battery hits, say, 30%, so you don't even have to think about it. And now, level 3, the power move. We've done the quick wins. We've done the smart tweaks. This is the big one. This is the pro-level hack for those of you who want the absolute maximum battery life you can possibly get. So first, we have to understand what we're targeting here. It's a feature called Turbo Boost. The best way to think of it is like flooring the gas pedal in your car. It's awesome when you need a sudden burst of speed for gaming or video editing, but it burns through fuel like crazy. For everyday stuff like browsing the web or writing an email, it's just total overkill. And hey, don't just take my word for how effective this is. The source material for this explainer puts it pretty plainly, saying this is the hack that literally does wonders. By turning it off when we're on battery, we're telling the laptop to prioritize endurance over that raw, unnecessary power. Okay, so this is a 2-part process, and I know it looks a little technical, so we'll take it slow. Just a quick word of caution. The registry is a sensitive part of Windows, so please follow these steps carefully. First, open the registry editor. Now you'll need to navigate to that really long file path you see on the screen. Go ahead and pause here to copy it or type it in. Once you're there, find and double-click Attributes, change its value to 0, and click OK. And then the most important step of all, you have to restart your computer for this change to take effect. Okay, you ready for the final piece of the puzzle? After your computer restarts, go to your Start menu and search for Edit Power Plan. From that window, click Change Advanced Power Settings. Now, thanks to what we just did, you'll see a new option. expand Processor Power Management, then expand Processor Performance Boost Mode. All you have to do is set the on-battery option to disabled. Click Apply, and you are done. And the payoff for going through that process? It's huge. You've successfully told your laptop not to use Turbo Boost when it's running on battery. You will absolutely notice that your laptop runs significantly longer, and it'll probably even feel cooler to the touch. But what happens if you do all of this and your battery life still isn't great? Well, that brings us to our final section, the safety net. So if you've tried all 5 of these tips and your laptop is still dying in like an hour or 2, the problem might not be with your habits or your software at all. Yeah, it's really important to remember that batteries are physical things. They wear out over time, they degrade, and if your battery's health is just shot, no amount of software tweaking is going to fix a hardware problem. You can actually run a battery health report right inside Windows to check on its condition. If it shows a lot of wear and tear, then the only real solution is to get a replacement. So let's wrap this all up with the main takeaway. After going through all this, you are no longer at the mercy of that little battery icon. You now have the tools and the knowledge to take back control. So let's just recap real quick. 1. Unplug what you don't need. 2. Give your laptop some breathing room. 3. Hunt down and close those background apps. 4. Let Windows help you by turning on Energy Saver mode. And 5. For the biggest impact of all, disable Turbo Boost. You are now equipped to potentially double your laptop's battery life. You can finally work from that coffee shop, finish a presentation on the train, or just binge watch a show on the couch without that mad scramble for a charger. So the only real question left is, what are you going to do with all that freedom?